DChiz.
Yeah, that's our special guest for tonight, man. I'm always riding and vibing out to this joint, man. So definitely. I'm gonna vibe out a little bit more. Hit this last part and we get situated to go. Alright. Bring my mans in. Oh, that joint. Yo.
Yeah, what's happening with you?
What's going on, man?
What's good, man? I can't call it like a broke phone. What's happening?
I hear that. Yo, before you got on, man, I had to vibe out real quick. You know what I'm saying? The homegrown couple of joints off of that. Let the people get in tune with that if they ain't got in tune already.
Yeah, you already know, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man.
Always, man. I remember 4 years ago, roughly 3 years ago, when I moved to Charlotte, man, and I got on the music scene with Lamont. He was just showing me around, man. He was one of the first people he introduced me to, man. He was like, yeah, this dude crazy, man. He be having the city behind him where he rapping and he producing. Man, I had no idea. I had to stay here a little longer, man, to really catch on. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. I think that was at Sounds and 16s too.
Yeah. I hopped on the mic for the first time in Charlotte too. So that was that same night. Absolutely.
Yeah. You got up there and went crazy too, bro. But I appreciate though, and I appreciate the homie Cheryl for doing that though. That was solid part for real.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you taking this time out just to chop it up with us, man. I'm 1/3 of Permanent Ink Music Group, man. We've been doing this thing for a few years now, and what we've been doing now is just trying to shine some light on some of the Carolina's finest, man. The artists, the producers, the creatives, you know what I'm saying? Just let people get to know some other artists and just, see what they got going on, get in tune with it, man. So I appreciate you joining in again, for real.
Oh, yeah. You already know, bro. I appreciate you. I mean, I like what you got going on. And from that night, I told you, like I said, you was up there spazzing out whatever you was getting ready to get into, what I'm saying, with it. So
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you having me, bro.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So what we gonna do right now, man, before we get into any questions, just to see where your mind is at. I got a list of things that I'm gonna just call out, right? So I'm gonna just call out some random words. It's all music related. Words, people, whatever. I just need you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I say it. That's it.
Okay.
Just to see where your head is. All right. The first one is loops.
Loops?
Yeah, loops.
Ooh. Okay, cool.
Okay, all right. Yeah. What about samples?
Love.
Okay. Bet. Mumble rap.
Tolerate.
I like that word, yo. I like that word. All right, what about this one? Boom bap.
Essence.
Nice, nice. Finger drumming. You know, that's kind of resurfacing a lot of people now. Finger drumming.
Difficult.
Facts. Facts. I got a person for you. Dr. Dre.
Greatest.
Okay. Timberland.
The Prince.
All right. Zaytoven.
Oh. Trap.
Okay. I hear that. The Baby.
Charlotte.
Yeah, you know. Trap music.
Oh, man. Trap music.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Word. Trizzy Track.
The Truth.
Right. Just a side note, man. He produced one of my first songs, man. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, Hurricane Season. I put it out last year. He produced that. Yeah, he co-produced it. Right. That was right before. That had to be like a good month before that whole thing went viral.
Yeah.
After that, I couldn't get in contact with
him. Oh, yeah, you already know.
Yeah,
I saw him a while ago. He did something at, I don't know if it Sounds of 16s or one of the events that Blues had.
Yeah.
He just went crazy. And I had already been talking to him. We had already been following each other.
Yeah.
I said, bro, one day, I said, I'm going to get in the studio with you one day. And then, like you said, boom.
Yeah, he took off. All right. What about, I got 3 more for you. This one, 808s.
Essential.
Okay, yeah. Kanye West.
Legend.
Okay. Last but not least, North Carolina.
Home.
Absolutely, man. That's a little something just to break the ice or whatever, just to see where your mind is. But, man, I know where you from. You know what I'm saying? But for the people tapping in that may not know, man, just tell the people where you from, how you coming.
I'm definitely from the city, man. I'm from the folk, Charlotte, North Carolina. You dig? Lord, you feel me?
Yeah.
Since you talking about homegrown, so you know I got the homegrown.
Absolutely.
You already know how we coming. You know.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Man,
yeah,
I'm from
definitely.
And I you know, I wouldn't rather live nowhere else, man. To be real with you, I done been some places. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you already know.
Absolutely.
City.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a native, but like I said, I've been living here for the past 4 years. I'm from a small country town, but I'm telling you, I'm North Carolina to the core. But Charlotte, I've definitely grown to it and developed such a passion and love for the city, man. Like I tell my wife all the time, I think I know my way around Charlotte more than you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? You know what though? It didn't used to always be like that.
Yeah.
I think now, you know, it's more pride in saying you from Charlotte. You know, people from here, you know, we always had pride, but
right.
You know, now it's just one of the things where we do have a lot of people. I think I saw some not too long ago said like majority of people, of course, from here or that lives in Charlotte is not from Charlotte.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Straight to Charlotte. So we like the 15th largest city in the country. So now you see more people that's not from Charlotte. You know, they come, they adapt to Charlotte. They start to, you know what I'm saying, rep Charlotte like we do, you know, people here. So, you know, now it's cool. It's cool to rep Charlotte now. But we've been doing, you know what I'm talking about?
Definitely, man. I get what you're saying on there. Like I said, I always rep my hometown, but I tell people, man, I'm proud to live in Charlotte now. You know what I'm saying? I came out here, you know, for family purposes and to get my life situated. But
hold on, where you from though? Don't gloss over that. Where you from?
Oh, I'm from Clayton, man. Small town Clayton, North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh. You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
exactly what Clayton is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, stayed out there with my mom, my pops, and my sister, and I did everything out there. School, you know what I'm saying? Work, basketball, all that good stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Graduated up out of there. You know, had some plans, and you know now I'm in the big city.
There it is.
Yeah, man.
Hey, no offense against Raleigh though, but you know I always tell people Charlotte the real capital of North Carolina.
Look, that ain't the first time. That ain't the first time I heard that. That ain't the first time I heard that. Man, let's get into a little bit of this this interview, man. Like tell some of the people how you even got into music, how you started, was it producing first, were you writing, were you spitting, like how did that come about?
Man, actually I started off rapping. I was me and my cousin. We had a group together, and we was called actually the CNC Boys. You know, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Both our last names Chisholm. Like we had a little thing with it, so we started off like that, and we were just getting beats from whoever we can get beats from, and you know, I was getting beats from here and there, and I just got tired of, you know, waiting. And the beats was getting, I was like, man, I was like, I wonder if I can make something, you know what I'm saying? He found this little program, man, and it's, like he said he got it at a flea market. I don't know where he got it from.
Right.
The shit was called Magic's Music Maker. And he gave me this program, and it didn't have nothing but loops in it.
Right,
like,
right.
Drums that was loops and like just kind of melodies that was loops, and I started putting them together, and shit after a while, I mean, they started sounding straight. So we actually
right.
No bullshit. And then he was like, hold on. So we started rapping in my crib, in my closet.
Yeah.
But really from there, that's how I kind of got started in the music. But then I just kind of gradually progression into you know, producing, fell in love with that.
Yeah.
And of course, when you start recording, you know, you have to engineer. So I fell in, you know, I just fell in love with music all the way around. So from there, so that was probably like, we started rapping in like 2008. So that kind of transferred into me rapping, producing, and I still rap and produce for a little while, but now I'm kind of mainly into producing and engineering. But yeah.
So you've been at this a little over 10 years now.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
From the first group, I see my cousin talking about CNC.
I'm about to say, they in here, ain't they?
So yeah, so then the CNC Boys, to me kind of doing stuff on my own, to a group of my other homies. We created this group called Left Lane.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, evolving from there to PNC to kind of where I am now, you know, that's kind of the musical journey I've been on.
Word, man. I can appreciate your journey, man. Like I tell people all the time, I constantly put on the joints, you know what I'm saying? Even if they from Instagram or the YouTube or homegrown on iTunes, man, I be bumping it, man. So I can appreciate your journey and the work that you put in over the past 10 years just to, you know, get to where you are now, man. It's definitely been rewarding to me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody living in Charlotte now, getting more used to the people that's out here on the scene and doing their thing, man. Salute to you.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while, and it's, you know, it's a great thing to see, you know, Charlotte music, you know, being, you know, not necessarily, you know, it's on the forefront, but not necessarily on a major stage like it is.
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of eyes on the city right now, so
yeah,
you know, it's a great time to be, you know, in Charlotte and from Charlotte.
Yeah. Somebody said Manny Beats Shy. I think I said that right. He said homegrown is a classic. I would agree. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to whoever.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm actually on the second installment to that homegrown too. So it's gonna be similar. Yeah, it's gonna be similar to the first one. But I reached out to some people. People say they want to see me. You know, I had beats and actual songs on the first one.
Right.
So now they say they kind of want to hear more songs. So I might sprinkle in a few more songs.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening to dang, what's that joint called? Cause I got the list right here. On God with H Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
H
hard.
Wood, my guy. Yeah.
That's hard. That is tough, man. I was like, I'll skip over this. Like I like all of them, but I got my
He
favorite for that one.
he actually put that on his project, and of course I was like, well, I gotta have this for mine too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We both put that on our projects when it came out. I think his dropped first, and then I find after that. But yeah, that's the home with H where he doing crazy things too. He working with social currency, so
okay.
Right now, yeah.
H Wood, man, y'all tap in with H Wood. Everybody listening, tuning in right now. It's a little plug. I'm gonna get in with him too, man. Hopefully we can get him on the joint to interview him sometime, man. What as far as this, hold on. As far as this journey, man, like what's been the biggest challenge, you know what I'm saying, over the past 10 years when it comes to, you know, what you've been doing?
I think for me, probably balance. You know, having a home life, having kids, having work, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot to balance, but you do have to make sure you have that balance.
Right.
Somebody, you know, we was just having this conversation not too long ago. We were just talking about, you know, we want to be in studio all the time, create.
Right.
But you know, that's understandable too. Kind of when you first start out a little bit, you want to definitely get there. You definitely want to put your 10,000 hours in.
Right.
You know, but after a while, man, I was telling like I appreciate the time I spend with my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate that time more now.
Yeah.
Than I did when I started. But having that balance along the way probably is one of the biggest things for anybody, because it's different when you got a passion for it versus when you can have passion for it forever, but until you start actually making some money, seeing some profit from it.
Right.
I always have people, why you doing this? Why you doing that? You ain't making it. Why you always in the studio? So until people start to see your vision, if they ever do,
right.
But you always gonna have that. So yeah, just balance for me.
Man, I'm glad you said that. I can attest to that personally, man. It's just, especially starting out, man, that passion is there and it's strong.
Yeah.
I'm a family man as well. I got two at the crib, plus I got a wifey. And so, that's always gonna be first.
Right.
When you get that time to yourself, you get these ideas. Sometimes you ain't got that time like you used to stay in the studio or stay in the lab and just get it off. Sometimes, you got to cut that right then and there to attend to, what's most important. So I definitely understand that balance is important, but it helps to keep it healthy, but also to fuel your inspiration too for what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's producing, it's writing, rapping, because somebody told me before, man, if you want to be better at your craft, you live, right? You don't spend all day, all the time in it, because you're not experiencing some outside influence, that could really, push your joints to the next level. So I'm glad that you mentioned that balance, because it is important, man. It is.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to draw from if you're not living life.
Nah.
Kind of inspiration. I mean, and that's another thing too. I kind of guess that makes, going back to kind of music though, that makes sampling a little easier, because you necessarily kind of, you're drawing off someone else's inspiration.
Right.
But they're inspiring you, they're fueling you to kind of do something else and create a sample.
Yeah.
Flip a sample some kind of way.
Yeah.
But you need to live life. You got to live life, bro. You ain't going to have nothing to write about, especially if you're an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can write about the past, but, people kind of want to hear what's going on with you right now, too.
That is true. Keeping it relevant and personal, you know what I'm saying? Relatable. Absolutely. So with the journey as well, what would you say has been your biggest accomplishment, thus far?
Ooh. I had a few kind of, over the years. I think the top of this year, actually, having a chance to meet Ninth Wonder.
Wow. Okay.
And be in the studio with him earlier this year. It was actually a sample contest I won, and we had like over weeks, we had to flip like 3 albums, samples he gave from albums, right? So it was like
put y'all to work.
Yeah, right. It was like thousands of people, and they picked 5 of us to go meet with him in DC. Yeah. And so meeting him, and like that's one of my idols. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, him being from North Carolina,
right?
Being, you know, actually sampling, and from him even using Fruity, you know, FL Studio. Like, you know, I said, shit, if he could use FL and goddamn get a Grammy, I could.
Facts.
So, but yeah, I think that was kind of the highlight, man. Just meeting him, you know, Kim giving me some game, soaking up as much game as possible.
Yeah.
And for him to hear my music and, you know what I'm saying, just say, you know, yeah, you brother, you dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to hear somebody say something like that, like him say something like that, you know, that was, you know, that was been the highlight of my career so far, probably.
Dang. You certified. in my eyes, somebody like ninth, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but like just to have that opportunity though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that you took advantage of it too says a lot, man. Like not everybody get that chance. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, as a producer, and the fact that you did it and you put your heart into it, your passion into it, your experience. You know what I mean? It took you to where it brought you to, and him just saying like, yeah, that's it right there. You dope. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine just being on the outside looking in. If I was just a bystander being in that room and hearing that and being like, man, this is amazing. I'm just in the presence of the fact that you had the opportunity.
Crazy, bro. It was like we found out like 48 hours like before we had to get there to see it. So making travel plans and doing all this stuff. But that just kind of show. I don't know if they were doing it like that, you know. But still, you got to show how much you want it. You know what I'm saying? Right. People could have said, "Nah, I ain't gonna go." You know, ain't nobody told me nothing yet.
Yeah,
you know, But now you get an opportunity like that, you definitely gotta take advantage of it. And the days I do get down on myself and say, you know, because we all have our days. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You know, we all have our days. We be like, man, fuck this shit. You like, you know, like Kanye say, I be having nervous breakdowns. Like, damn, these niggas that much better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But whenever you go through an experience like that, you know, I try to draw from that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, I try to remember that damn Ninth said I was dope. So fuck what everybody else talking about.
Right. What else do you need?
Feel me?
What else do you don't need to hear from nobody else. You done heard that right there. I feel you on that, man.
That's it, bro. That's all I need.
I feel you. That's enough inspiration in itself, man. But speaking of the times, man, how you been dealing with this whole COVID thing? Like how you and the fam doing and everybody around you, how y'all been managing with that? Because it's been crazy this whole year.
I know, bro. Luckily we've been maintaining. You know what I'm saying? We didn't you know, really experience any big loss. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as deaths in the family or knock on that, or you know, even you know, being out of work. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. We actually opened up the studio. You know what I'm saying, in the pandemic and shit. That was scary enough, but you know,
I can imagine.
You feel me? But luckily we've been doing all right. So, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm praying for everybody, you know, to get through these times, man, because like you said, this shit crazy out here right now. But yeah, we definitely got to stay prayed up, man. You know, black people, you know, we built different too.
Absolutely.
You know, and like, you know, we've been not necessarily nothing like COVID, but you know, we've been experiencing hard times for a long time now. So, you know, if anybody knows how to survive, it's us.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And you're right about that, staying prayed up, man. I believe in that 100% because one thing that I try to live by is you got to take it one day at a time.
For real.
And for the people that's out here that's still alive, that's watching this, that's employed, and that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's certain that you still got family next to you. Certain things like that we can't take for granted. You know what I'm saying? We can't take
for real. You know, Thanksgiving looking different for a lot of people this year.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas looking different. So
yeah.
But definitely thankful to be straight during these times, man, because it could definitely be the other way around.
Absolutely. Man, to switch gears a little bit, I want to tap into a little bit of your process, right? Or how you making some music. So how do you go about it? Like, do you have an idea in your head? Do you just have do you start with a beat, or you hear something? Like, how does that usually work for you, you know, when you're starting to create some music?
Man, it's crazy. I think and I don't know if it's being a producer. I think artists too, they kind of hear that stuff, but like I hear melodies, I hear music all the time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's like, I could be in an elevator and hear the elevator music. I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I'll Shazam that shit quick. You know what I'm saying? Shazam,
Facts.
flip it. Like it's just having that, always not necessarily, but just being open to your imagination. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And some days, I don't have a clue what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I go into the studio and I just create, but usually, man, I just hear something. You know what I mean? I hear music all the time. Like, you see some people, some engineers, they be like, I see colors, I hear colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they see sounds.
Right.
That's real. That's real shit. Like you can.
Yeah.
And I think everybody kind of has that ability, but they don't necessarily tap into it. Like, like the color in this room right now, kind of blue. Like, what this would sound like.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Yeah.
In a movie or anything like that, what that sounds like, but they can't necessarily come in the studio and make music and do what we do. So
Right.
I think everybody kind of had that ability, but because the difference between good music and bad music. You hear that. So you know what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just kind of my process, man. I just go into the studio, man, and I just let it, whatever happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't really have a structure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I go in here and I make drums, or I chop the sample, I do this. It may be days where I go into the studio and I just dig. I just sample dig.
True.
Always doing something though. Every day I'm doing something music related, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. I appreciate that answer too, man. I definitely know what you mean as far as just having that sound or that imagery, man, and a lot of creatives can relate to that. Sometimes what I used to do, and I still do it now, if I hear something, because my life is so busy with kids and work and everything, I'll record it. I'll try to like put it out in the air and record it on my phone.
You have to
and try to put it back into the computer when I get some time to do it, because I'm like, yo, this is dope. I like that idea. It sounds crazy, but
yeah.
I've done a lot of joints like that, yo.
I do the same thing. Excuse me, I do the same thing, bro. I'll your little microphone or whatever you got on your phone, your recorder. I'll go. If I got a melody in my head, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I'll stay right quick, and like you said, I'll go into the studio and I try to recreate that. That's the hardest part, though.
Yeah.
Is just getting what's in your head to come through these speakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Sorry about that. Messages coming through. So since we're talking about songs and the process of it, I want to know your opinion, man. What makes a dope song to you, as a producer, whether you're producing, whether you're listening, or you're working with the artist or engineering? What makes a dope song to D-Chiz, man? Let me know something.
To me, what makes a dope song is, something just something you can feel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can listen to certain songs of certain artists, and they might be rapping their ass off. You know?
Yeah.
I just don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel anything. Like, since we talking about early in the studio tonight, we was talking about the Gucci and Jeezy battle. Like, for me, like, I felt Jeezy's lyric. You know what I'm saying? He might not necessarily been a lyrical miracle, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel it. Like, artists feel like they do it for me, like, Scarface, or, even, to go up the ladder, like people like DMX, or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, you felt them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's what makes good music. And, not necessarily a good song, but just good music in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right.
Somebody got real here.
I don't turn my hat around, if I don't get the nasty face, ooh, the mayonnaise face, ooh,
you
know, you can't, like that. You know when you hear it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and good dope, good music sell itself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. 2J Press Play said lyrics that can be felt. I agree, man. I think
exactly.
As creators with the music, man, I think it's definitely more feeling, and for me as well, more feeling over just hearing. It's gotta hit your soul in a sense. You know what I'm saying? As far as what's being said and the background picture behind it, which is the production, right? The music in the sense, like if them two puzzle pieces coming together and they meshing and you can feel it. And it, like you said, it ain't got to be lyrical miracle. It ain't got to be, you know, the super hardest thing out. But in a lot of cases, when it's relatable, you know what I'm saying? When it's real, and when you can feel it, like you said.
Yeah, but we was talking earlier, talking earlier about shit like mumble rap and shit like that. But you can't tell me, if you want to say future mumble rap, you can't tell me you don't feel March Madness when it come on. You know, like when that shit drop, you know, it come over, it's a feeling. So, you know, good music is good music. It don't matter if it's mumble rap, boom bap, whatever category you try to put it in. You know what I'm saying? Good music, like you say, can be felt from production to lyrics all the way around.
That's a good point. That's a good point, because it's not just one feeling. It's not just one feeling that people get, because you got music for different occasions, different situations, different, you know, past experiences. But yeah, I'm glad that you brought that point up. Definitely a variety of feelings that you can get with just different types of music. That's good, though. So before we wrap up and end the interview, man, what are some of your goals? What are some of your goals going forward with music, production, life, you know, whatever it is that you got in mind that you don't mind sharing, man? What's some of the goals you got?
Man, I think, man, for me, my biggest goal is just to make the best music possible.
Yeah.
You know, I can make, and just to have an impact. You know what I'm saying? Lasting impact on, you know, not just the Carolina music scene, but just music in general. You know what I'm saying? And really, I mean, we do this, you know, to make people feel good. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a feeling, you know what I'm saying? We do this to make people feel good. So just to make somebody feel good, make somebody feel better about their day, no matter what they're going through, to help them through a situation. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a song that I necessarily wrote, but it could be a song that I mix, I engineer. You know, just to make the best music possible, man. That's just my goals right there. You know what I'm saying? Just to be felt like, because I'll say timeless music, man. That's what we're trying to do. This.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think in one of my last posts for my beats, I just said I want to make something that lives forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's that definition of timeless. So for sure, that's what I want to do, bro.
I can respect that, man. Well, like I said before, man, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna tap in later on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Due time. I'm here in the city. I'm on the east side. Shout out to everybody on the east side or whatever. But you know, I appreciate you.
Yes.
Well, you had to represent one time. But I appreciate you, man. And you know, everybody that's tuning in, that's not following D-Chiz, follow him, man. Get in tune with him, listen to the music, follow Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, whatever you got to do, YouTube, man, just get in where you fit in with the music.
Search me I'm on all those platforms.
Yes, sir.
D-Chiz. I got the project Homegrown out. Of course, got coming out, the PNC projects. We got some stuff, my homeboy, to run it up. Promise. And Lillian that was in here earlier. They got something coming up special with that. So I ain't gonna spoil that or take their thunder, so I'm gonna let them do that. But
man.
Yeah, so definitely, man, we got some things coming, man. And I definitely want to get with you.
Word.
Get you over here in this booth right here behind me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got some stuff that definitely needs some tuning up, man. For real, for real.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but everybody, appreciate you tuning in. Y'all follow Permanent Ink Music. If you're not doing so already, follow Permanent Ink Music and tap in with us as well. And that's going to do it for tonight, man. Salute to you. Appreciate it, dog.
Appreciate you, Brody.
All right.
Yeah.